Good morning from Beijing. Behind me is Kublai Khan, Genghis Khan's grandson and the emperor of the Yuan dynasty. And you can see some statues here of some of the other people who would have traveled to visit his court. Marco Polo being one of them, if you believe that Marco Polo even visited China. And this park here, which stretches for about a kilometer in either direction, is called the Yuandadu Heritage Park. And in this park are the remains of Kublai Khan's former summer capital, which is now called Beijing. Originally it would have been called Yuandadu. The base of those statues, look at this mosaic, or this long depiction of life in Yuandadu, in Kublai Khan's summer capital. It's camels, elephants, and I assume people paying tribute, traveling from across the world and from the surrounding countries to pay tribute to Kublai Khan. This area is now a park, and the remains of the city walls are here. This mound, you wouldn't know to look at it, is all that remains of the former capital.
Attention please. Due to bad weather, the platforms and steps may be slippery.
I actually don't know what this video is going to be about or what I'm going to do today. So the first place I've come to visit is a place called 798, which is supposed to be like a contemporary art destination. The global art destination, as it says over there. Which should be interesting because I've been to Beijing a couple of times and I've not been here yet. This shop sells, I don't know what you call them, like models, and they've got tons of models ranging from a few $100s to thousands. Place, it seems to have been some kind of industrial district. but it's now being converted just into this sprawling art park. I wonder if this train is real. China now has lots of these high-speed trains, and that's most of what you see if you come to China. But originally, if you took a train 10, 20 years ago, it would have looked something like this, or at least this color. Maybe not this dilapidated though. And I wonder if that's a real train. That's another one. And then this black thing up here, I think it's, I've seen that before. It's like a big crane that you see in some industrial place. No, I think these trains are real. This is an 硬座车, which means it's a hard seat, which is like the cheapest class of seat that you can get. And then if you wanted to spend a bit more money, you could find 硬卧, which is kind of like a hard sleeper. I wonder if any of these trains is a hard sleeper. Yeah, I think these trains, they must be real. This train here, it says 邮政车. 邮政 means postal. So presumably this would have been used to carry post. And now, it's not open now, or these places are not open now, but I think there's some coffee shops, some restaurants inside some of these trains. It'll be quite interesting. Let's have a look. They're not open now, but and it doesn't look like they've been open for a long time. Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on there. But either way, this is an interesting place to walk around. Okay, so this was a coal conveyor, and presumably that one was too. I just want to go up ahead and see if I can get closer to these chimneys, because they look quite interesting. This might actually still be a working power station. In the winter, Beijing uses a central heating system, so basically the government turns on the heating for the city. And from what I know, the heating, they use a lot of coal. They're trying to use less, but they use a lot of coal, which kind of explains why this seems to have been previously like perhaps a power plant or a place where they transported coal into the city to heat the city.
你是哪国的？
我英国的。
英国的。
啊。
哦，在北京多长时间了？您这英文说的。
一天。师傅，你们现在这种车都是纯电的是吧？
都是电的。
哦，那加一次电要多少钱？
加次电大概50。
那挺便宜的，能跑到多少公里
？270-8吧得。
哦，所以开这个车还是比那种传统的车要划算是吧？
对，现在等于是统一都是电的了嘛。哦。传统车怎么说呢？那不用老是充电。哦，
那要不要排队充电？
对，这充电太费事。
充电要多久？
充电得1个多小时。
这么久？对。那1个多小时就不能开车？
对对对，只能停那儿充电了就。
那一天要充几次吧？
这一般1次，晚上充1次。哦，一天2次充电差不多。
I've come out to explore the Hutongs of Beijing. Hutong is a word that means something like alley or narrow street, and there's lots of them scattered all over Beijing. But a lot of them were torn down, but not this one. And there seem to be several around it. And I want to have a look and see what Hutong life is like. So actually the alleys off this Hutong look quite interesting. See if we can't find a way to go down one of them. But people live there, and I think they're a little tired of strangers walking up to their front door. So try and find a suitable place. A lot of these places have been turned into coffee shops and like boutiques, but you can see a lot of people still live here.
爸爸，把控制扬声器给我，我帮你来倒。
这个没挣多钱，这挣的可有2000文。
It's a mini fire station.
什么鸟？聊着。哎，恭喜发财！哎，恭喜发财！
叫奶奶了。
叫奶奶，恭喜白又白，恭喜发财！
There's some parrots in there. So they're calling Nai Nai, which is like grandma. 恭喜发财, which is like Happy New Year. Wish you prosperity. It's quite funny. This might be the most impressive post office in terms of architecture that I've seen. But a lot of the buildings around here are like that. Not sure what this is. Let's see. Could be a temple. A restaurant, maybe. What?
刚刚去的时候，突然想到那个康熙王朝，就是那个。我觉得真的很像古装剧配乐。来，靠边。
Beijing is one of the few places where you can buy Mao Zedong stuff. If you search online, you can't find it, but here you'll find Mao Zedong cups, little red books. I don't know if they're real or not, but they might be. I think at one point it was the most printed book in the world. might be the most confusing toilet I've ever seen. I'm not sure how that works. They're quite nice and clean, but it's strange that you'd have two toilets together like that. This is a smaller Hutong. So I'm going to walk back. I'm going to walk back to the place where I got out of the taxi. And then go to a place called Tiananmen, which is like a big gate just south of Tiananmen. And maybe see if I can't go into Tiananmen too. Some scenes on the wall here of daily life. This is selling sweet potatoes. Generic mountain scene. And then up here there's another one, I think. The umbrella fixer. This building is quite impressive. Continuation in the series of these wall paintings. It's the fortune teller. The person who sticks like medicinal pastes. I don't know if you ever saw back. Again, a fortune teller, but I think it's they look at your hand, read the lines on your hand. This might not look like it, but it's a mosque. Doesn't really look like a mosque, but yeah. I think China has some crazy number of mosques. They don't always look like they do in the Middle East. They don't have the huge minarets. I think sometimes they do. Oh, more wall paintings. And I hear like the bathrooms here. People might not have bathrooms in their houses in Hutong. I'm not sure, but they might not. So that's why you see these kind of every 50 meters or so. Trying to see if I can get all the way to Tiananmen. I don't think I can get inside, but I can probably get somewhere close. This is Mao Zedong's mausoleum. And Tiananmen is somewhere up there. Let me see how close I can get. The security is quite tight. There's lots of checkpoints, but they let me through as long as you show your passport. So they turned me back that gate there because you technically need an appointment to go inside. But one of the guards, I guess you could call him, to the side, he said, you know, if you go by bicycle, it's no problem. I think you can ride down this road if you're riding on a bicycle. So let's try that. Seems to be our way around the appointment process, because I'd be happy to just go past. I don't really need to go inside. I've been there before, but it'd be nice to kind of ride a bicycle around the square. This and this building here, this is called Tiananmen, or Tiananmen in Chinese. It's like the gate, the former gate to the imperial city, and it's the only gate that remains. The other gates were torn down. If you look through the arch, that's the mausoleum, or Mao's mausoleum, where they keep his body. I think it was built around the same time as the Forbidden City, so I think 15th century. But I still want to see if I can ride a bicycle around Tiananmen. So let's see if I can't do that. Try and find a bicycle. These shared bicycles I might be able to use. Missing. So it worked. I have my bicycle. Let's see how far I can get. It's quite exciting, but I think a lot of other people are doing it too. But I'm the only foreigner with a camera, so we'll see. Now those people suddenly all turn right. It's a bit confusing, but we'll see. These people seem to be going straight. Great. Well, they waved me through. So I got at least this far. There's another police checkpoint up ahead. Maybe they'll tell me to turn back, but the other place, they just waved me through it. So fingers crossed the same will happen here. Put my camera away. I keep expecting to be stopped. And at every checkpoint I say, can I go through? And it's just, yeah, go, go, go. Here we are. So if I keep going forward, up ahead is the picture of Mao and Tiananmen Gate. Here we go. It's just up ahead. So, at different times there've been the pictures of different leaders on this gate. Sometimes there was Lenin, sometimes other people, important figures in the communist world. I'll put some pictures up if I can find them, because I'm sure I've seen them before. And the text reads, "Long live the People's Republic, and long live the people of the world," or the unification of the people of the world. It's a bit awkward to translate, but something like that. And it's Tiananmen Square, and there's a picture of Sun Zhongshan. I think Sun Zhongshan in the middle. I don't know if the camera will... Yeah. So now I have to see if I can cross over to that road. And I think I have to do a long detour again. But it's fine because So this is what I mean. Maybe you can see a bit closer. I think over there is Dr. Sun Yat-sen. And I'm gonna try and find out why his picture might be there. It's a bit of a strange place, and I don't think it was there before. I could be wrong though. But anyway, yeah, it's something you should try and do if you're in Beijing. As long as you can rent one of these shared bicycles, which cost me like 2 yuan. So it's like 30 cents. Oh, this is, I think the map was telling me this is the Chinese Parliament. I'm not sure what the full name of that is in English. It's longer than that. It's not called the Chinese Parliament. But I think that's the building where they have their parliament meetings. Almost back, full circle. I can see Tiananmen up ahead. And then Mao Zedong's mausoleum. You can see some soldiers marching. Oh, maybe it's for the raising of the flag ceremony or something. Every morning. I forget what time. Well, I don't know what time. It's early though. 5 in the morning. They have the flag raising ceremony in Beijing. And if you want, I think you can make an appointment to go and watch. And I assume those soldiers are heading out for the flag lowering ceremony. I guess at least. I just had to give a nod to the guy who taught me this trick, who told me that I could go around the square in a bicycle. Perfect. Just park it here. This one, you have to lock it via the app. So let's see what the damage is. Okay. Locking. Can't do it here. Not in the right place. I need to park it in the white lines. Let's try here. Very narrow space, but maybe I can park here. Let's try again. And that cost me, you can't see, it cost me 1.5 yuan, so 20 or 30 cents. It's not bad for what you, it's not bad for the experience. On the day I leave Beijing, the weather suddenly is perfect. That's always how things work. Anyway, see you in the next video.